Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy T and we're back on WRC 8, and because of your complaints that I don't leave the whole stages on the WRC 8 career mode and I edit the stages, and I told you that is impossible to do pretty much because the videos would be way too long. I'm here for a gameplay video of WRC 8. I'm gonna be doing the same challenge as Jimmy Broadbent did, but I'm actually gonna have the HUD on because before the video I didn't really know how to turn it off, and this is how the gameplay is gonna go on with the HUD. But I feel like it's sort of the same challenge. I don't really even pay attention to the HUD, I just drive. So as you can see right here, we're gonna be driving around Cantera, which is probably the toughest stage on the game. It's a 14.74 kilometer stage with an elevation of 734 meters. It's gonna be insane. I'm gonna go all out sunny. We're gonna be trying out the dynamic weather at some other point in another gameplay video, and after that probably we're gonna have some career mode before that video. We're gonna also be driving the Ford Fiesta WRC, and we're going to be driving as Elfin Evans around the toughest stage on this game. And I actually was impressed to see Jimmy Broadbent doing this stage. It was the experience that he was having was so immersive. It was so exciting to see him go drive a WRC car around such a narrow stage and such a slow corner stage. It's just amazing. You're gonna love this stage, I'm telling you. And this car is just my favorite WRC car at the time. Like, the Ford Fiesta is probably my favorite WRC car at the moment. It's either this or the Toyota Yaris, but I've always had a love for Ford, and probably I've got to choose the Fiesta, to be honest. So here we are, we've just started the stage, and as you can see already, some very slow corners, hairpins, slow corners. It's all about technical ability. So I didn't mention we're driving on the realistic difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty. That AI by its own is probably the toughest AI. Like, probably only people who remember the stages can actually beat that AI. Like, you have to remember each and every corner of each stage in order to beat that AI, because that AI is on the realist level. It's like you're driving against WRC drivers, to be honest. So it's almost like that. That's how difficult this AI is. And we're also driving obviously all assists off, like the career mode. I don't really use assists. I find the experience of the game much more entertaining without assists. As you can see, the car gives you the vibes. These modern WRC cars give you the Group B vibe, because the acceleration that it has is so powerful. They pretty much go from 0 to 100 kilometers in something like must be like 3 seconds or 2.7 seconds, something like that. It's just, this car is just mad fast, to be honest. So as you can see, very technical stage. Here's a little bit of a mistake here, but I'm just gonna try and drive it in my best show. You can already see we have a red first sector, even though we didn't really make any mistakes. But I can't really go. The AI goes extremely fast around this stage. And that bridge, by the way, is very narrow, for anyone wondering. It's not like that only from the gameplay. That bridge is very narrow. A bit of a mistake here, and that's a bit of a hit there on the rock. A few mistakes here and there, costing us quite a lot of time, and at the same time we're not as fast as the AI. So if I actually have set a better lap than Jimmy Broadbent, I'll be very proud of myself to see that I can actually be on the same level as one of my favorite sim racers.
Left 5, keep in, into right 4, open, don't cut. Into left 5, short, open, long. Narrows into canyon, and right 3, tightens 100.
Canyon part is also very, very tough. There's so many rocks on your left and on your right. You have to be look at this, how narrow this stage is, how narrow and slow this stage is. This is so immersive. This is like a real WRC stage. That's something that WRC, that Dare Rally 2.0 doesn't have. Then look at that bridge. So narrow, so challenging. You don't have this on Dare Rally 2.0. The stages, look at this. We hit a little bit of a wall. I forgot about the bridge here. So we're gonna lose plenty of time here. So yeah, you don't really have that on Dare Rally 2.0. you don't have these modern WRC cars. You actually have the Group B cars, which are quite good, if not as good as the modern WRC cars. Actually love the Group B cars. I'm not going to be biased here. I really like the Group B cars, and I feel like it's one of the best parts on their Rally 2.0. But as for these stages, you don't have such stages on there. Like the stages here, these in like Turkey, and it's just incredible stages on this game. The stage design on this game is just way levels ahead of their Rally 2.0.
Right 3, small cut, into left 4. And right 5, tightens 4 around rock 30. And left 4, short into left 5 long, keep in. For right 3, don't cut. Into left 5, very long, tightens around rock. Into right 5, tightens 150. Left 5, rocket 80. Right 5 long, keep in 80. Left 4, 150 pumping. Left 5, hard brake 20, right 2 around drop.
You actually risk a lot when you go full speed on the straights, because when you reach the top speed of those WRC cars, you lose the control of the car. There's no stability of the car, because it's not meant to be like a full throttle all the way through for a long time, so you actually lose stability on the car.
Left 6, rocket 50. Right 6, long 50. Caution, left 6, keep in. Jump over crest, rock out in the flat right. Right 5, short.
We just saved that. We were very lucky to bounce off the wall of the rock here. I was very lucky. I lost the control of the car. Oh my god! I just did a backflip and I get a penalty. I just went straight into the spectators there. We actually landed it. You saw that, like there was a flip there, and I actually landed it. Well, unfortunately, I landed on the spectators, so that's a 9-second penalty. I'm actually such a bad driver. Making mistakes on the straight line is very amateur, so that's not gonna help me beating Jimmy Broadbent on this lap. These 2 mistakes on the straight lines are really gonna cost me a lot of time, to be honest. Probably we're not gonna beat him. I'm already telling you. That mistake, even if I'm close to him, it's gonna be a miracle after making that mistake.
Caution, brake hairpin right, 150. Hairpin left, rock in, don't cut into right 3 short. For left 3, keep in, and right 3 short. Into left 4, tightens 3, narrows long 30. Caution, square right through water and square left.
That's the water part. Let's have the square turn here through the water. And now we're back to the narrow parts, the narrow sectors of this stage. We've had a little bit of freedom there, and now we're back, trying to push this car into its limits around the narrow stages of Argentina. That's going to cost us even more time. It's impossible not to make mistakes. When you try, I'm trying at the moment to push as much as I can because of the AI difficulty. I don't want to be last. Like, if I don't end up last, that's going to be a miracle. I'm actually pushing a lot, trying not to finish last on this AI. As you can see, I've had all my sectors are red, so I haven't been faster than the fastest of the AI on any of those sectors. So I might actually even be last, even after pushing so much. And the reason I make mistakes is because I actually push like crazy. I push the car into its limits pretty much in order to not finish last.
Left 4, short over crest, into right 5 long, tightens after junction. And left 6, tightens 3, short and right 4, 30. Left 4, bumpy, and right 3, small cut. 5, short open. Into left 4, short, 100, open hairpin right, 80. Danger, keep left through gate into right 3, 30.
That corner is the most annoying corner
Into right 3, tightens.
I've ever faced in my entire life. On the reverse of this stage, this corner is impossible. It's actually impossible to take this corner correctly. I'm not even joking, like, try this stage on reverse, you're not gonna get this corner right, I'm telling you. It's probably the most annoying corner, because the gate is unexpected. You do not expect the gate there, so it's almost impossible to take that corner correctly.
Into right 5, tightens. A flat left into right 4, keep in and left 4 tightens. Rock out, 30. Caution, hairpin right, 80. Left 4, keep in, and caution. Right 6 into canyon.
The stage has been much more easier on those final steps. As I'm telling that, there's a canyon here, there's some narrow parts here at the end, and we're now out of the canyon. And I think that's the final tough part of this stage. Now we've got some wide track in order to push a little bit more and to end this stage.
Into flat right, tightens 4 long, keep in. And finish.
Final right-hander to end this stage, and what a stage that was. Let's see actually where we're gonna end up. It's a 10.23, and we're actually not last. So I'm faster than Marcus Gronholm at that age, because when Marcus was younger, he was actually a championship material driver. What a driver Marcus Gronholm was. Probably him and Mika Häkkinen are my 2 favorite drivers of all time. I've never been a huge fan of Leb, because I've always been supporting Ford. So Marcus Gronholm and Mika Häkkinen have always been my favorite drivers. And as you can see right here, Jimmy Broadman has done a 10:12.7, so he's almost 9 to 10 seconds faster than me. Considering I've had that penalty, we could have been actually equal with one of my favorite sim racers. I would have been on equal terms with one of my favorite sim racers. It's just insane to even think about it. So I actually didn't really do that bad, considering no assists. He actually had no HUD. Unfortunately, before this video, I didn't know how to turn off the HUD. I just didn't really look into the settings. But still, I feel like it was a huge challenge, and it was a very, very tough challenge, very immersive, and probably this video is the reason why WRC 8 is at the moment a better rally game than Dare Rally 2.0. The graphics, the gravel physics on Dare Rally 2.0 might just be that little bit better, but I don't really feel. I feel like the whole experience, even the gravel physics, are fine on this game. Like, they are much better than WRC 7. And probably on par with Dare Rally 2.0. Dare Rally 2.0 might just be that little bit better on physics, but at a point where the whole game is more enjoyable than Dare Rally 2.0, I wouldn't really care that much about physics. I mean, okay, we want the most realistic experience, but when they give you such a realistic stage, such a nice car, because these modern cars are only comparable to the Group B cars, I think WRC 8 wins purely because of the immersion that it has. And I'm not saying I'm going to choose WRC 8 over Dare Rally 2.0. At the moment, I will. And I'm going to tell you, like, when I'm going to go back into Dare Rally 2.0, I'm probably not going to have such a nice time playing it. When I played this stage with this car, I had one of the best gaming moments of my life. It was insane, it was fast, it was tough, it was just nothing can describe this experience on this game. So, not saying Dare Rally 2.0 is bad, it's a great game, but this game at the moment is just more enjoying for me. So yeah, I'm gonna actually end this video now. That was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. And until the next video, guys, which is probably gonna be WRC 8 career mode, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.